This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Well.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Mike 48, Mike 48. We got to get the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wilson going to keep it on the option. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Tight left, watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him, key the tight end. Alert.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
48.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Let's go.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Sponge.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Carlos Dunlap on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
from the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Mark Ingram. Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
Is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Thomas. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good, guys. 4 down. 95. 48, Mike, 48. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, alert 48.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's got Lockett. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, it's Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Check 25.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
10 at the 25-yard line.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a 1-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
6-man. Check curl.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A gain there of 21 yards. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, left side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty backing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And they're going to mark that. Where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Kaderil Hodge has it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
This is Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Alert. Check 24.
Here's Carson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 55 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield flushed out right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cody Harkey set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Kill. Shift.
They run it. Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He was brought down by
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
38-yard line.
Watch twist. Jack.
Check, 90. Reload.
In your front.
Now it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'm coming. China. 93 the money. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, 0.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
You don't want no, you don't
And
want
all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick is good.
Let's go, let's go.
Make 8. Browns 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 48 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Gun. Hey, alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. First down, Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Vincent Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Browns.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't on the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. As he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Seattle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
14, 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Go, 14. Go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
Wilson's going to hold on to it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Shoot this side, shoot this side, slow down. Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
He was taken down.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. Just keeping the... And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Go, go, go. Tight right. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going from, it got his man, complete. 20, 10,
they ain't ready for us.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 29.
To Philip Dorsett.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 16, Wilson dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Run it. Check Mike 54.
Throwing again. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on, let's go. You go tight. You got tight. 25. Check safety. 14.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
You can't block me. No. Hatchet. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
At the 37-yard line.
Right here. Got double tight. Check. 14. Joker.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Wilson, he's going to look to run with it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Wilson on third down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 55 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
14. Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10. At the 40.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They were a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
57's the mic. Watch it. Alert. Me and you. It's just me and you. Shift. Hey, watch this.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
What you doing out there,
And
boy?
he will score. Touchdown.
yeah. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're a friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. She right got me.
Hit boy and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Dre, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. You built like
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet a parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want it in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know?
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising. Still rising, thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up. To the 29.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180. I got him. Watch left. Tight end to the left. Out. 3 down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Henry. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Right here. The 30. We got to get to the ball, Let's keep moving.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's get off the field.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Quick. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score. Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. The first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
What is that? 19!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A loss of 7 yards.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Houston.
Set, 19! That's the run. Tighten up. 26! 55, mark down, 55. Watch the fly.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
11 yards there, first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Titans 10, Texans nothing. Steven
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
41 Mike, right here. 41.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Hey, we got 3 down. Watch it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
34-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back now in Nashville, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
It's now 4th down.
He's coming, double up. Check 99. Check 99.
On fourth down, Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, 50 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a 49-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tannehill getting this complete to Smith.
How you like me now?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 51 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back. Of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go on and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. A good pickup there at 22. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Smith catches left side.